Hello, my name is Shelley, and welcome back for another episode of 33 as Germany. In previous episode, we managed to conquer a little bit more ground over here in Africa. We also had a bit of rebellion in Congo, which we had to put down. And then, turns out, we got called in by the Dutch into a war against Belgium and Austria and Spain. So that's going to be interesting. We got troops already on the, especially on the Austrian border, which actually I do wonder. Oh, they got less defense than we got offense. And we got much more troops in there, so I think we're going to win that one. I do wonder, though, so we're getting the improved fertilizer next. We already got the reinforced concrete, so after that it's going to be the threshing machines, vacuum canning, shift work. So economy of scale, the building level cap goes up even further. And then trench work, so we can get the trench infantry. That is going to be really useful, because that means our troops are going to be so much better than many others. I mean, it won't increase the offensive value too much, but the defensive value is going to be superb. Actually, I suppose we can have a look at that real quick. How much is the difference in there? So, it's 25 and 35. There's 5 and 5, actually. But the morale loss is reduced. They will need a bit more ammunition and small arms, though, but that's fine. We've got third industry to provide that. Why for the franchise? Prussia agitation, liberal movement proper attraction, radical movement proper attraction, and modernization movement proper attraction. Sure. It might not be too bad. It might actually allow us to pass some laws. Or help us passing some laws. I'm not entirely sure how that goes. So we've got a bit of troops on the Dutch border over here. Oh, right, we've got the fleet, of course. Do we have any? We don't really have a lot of enemies in here. What we could do is we could move in. Oh, we're going to move one of the fleets down here into Strait of Gibraltar. Locate basically the Austrians entirely in their sea over there. Oh, and the battles. Oh, that's a different war. Because the war hasn't actually started. And we'll have our war start first. Against Bagirmi, which that is going to be a fairly easy war. Don't think they'll back down, but we'll conquer that fairly quickly. Oh, trade agreement with Argentina. You know what? I'll take it. It might actually cost us a bit of money, but I will take it. Oh, and right, we're getting the synthetics plant in Berlin or Brandenburg. Oh, there we go. Elections done. Let's have a look. What could we get as the government? And we already got a lot more legitimacy now than what we had before. Oh, we're going to get even better. Sure. There we go. So we've got the industrialists in there as well. Does that actually help with the passing of the law? Not this particular law. Maybe the laissez-faire. But that's about it. Standard of living has been a bit of an issue there as well with the taxes increase and all that. Oh, and what's this then? The art of doing nothing. Oh, we'll welcome their support for sure. That's now 87%. Oh, and there's feminism unlocked. Right, women in the workplace law and women's suffrage. I believe for the women's suffrage we need to get still the... Well, I suppose the universal suffrage is going to be needed to do for that one. And I suspect the women in the workplace, we might be able to get that one. Although there's not... Actually, there's no support for it yet. Other than maybe a... one or the other of the groups there. But yeah, so that's not going to happen yet. So actually, we're going to slow down to speed 3. Well, actually, no, we can go on speed 4 right now because we only got that small war down here in the south that is needing to be taken care of, and that's going to be a victory for us shortly enough anyway. There we go, and that is heading exactly to the front line that I wanted to go to. Excellent. I'm going to go ahead and just quickly reset the production methods up here so that everything's working out correctly. The war still hasn't started. There's, oh, right, so there's Humiliate Austria for us, which is quite nice. They get less prestige, leverage generation is reduced and all that. The Philippines, the war operation has humiliated Spain. They are worried. Probably for good reason, to be fair. Assad has much more fleets, we've got much more troops, we've got much better troops, probably. You know, if we need to fight against Belgium and the Austrians over here, so be it. This war should start soon enough. I'm really hoping that we can pass the universal suffrage quickly, though, because we are running out of time to pass the laissez-faire. Even if we try to, we need to basically get instant successes constantly to really pass it. We do have a lot more legitimacy now, though. It's 87 already. If we can get that to 90, that might pass things a bit faster. Maybe. Don't actually know if that will help. But there we go, the war has started. Now we'll go ahead and slow it into speed 3 because there's going to be a lot of things happening in here. Oh, there we go. Our first battle against the Spanish over here in Belgium is going surprisingly well. And then the first battle against the Austrians is also going to be a victory, most likely. Depends a little bit on the rolls, but yeah, it's we've got the numbers advantage for sure. So we should be able to break through that. Got another... Oh, and high sea is already in default. There we go. So we've got another battle there. Actually, what I'm going to just do is I'm going to have a look at the overview over here. Oh, wow, that is a lot of battles. So that is going to be a victory. That is going to be a victory. This is probably going to be a victory. This might be a loss. But that's the British fighting in Andalusia, so they're probably trying to do a landing. The Dutch are losing in some places, most likely in the Philippines. And then we are fighting them in Hasselt. So yeah, our 4 battles that we are responsible for, I think all 4 of those are going to be victories. Oh dear, starting to appear more as damage in relations. That's rather rude. You know what, I'm going to switch this particular army to do some defending at the front. Our armies over here can probably push back the enemy, but over here we just need to defend for the time being. And our troops, well actually our side is still... We're still probably going to lose this battle, but the enemy is taking huge casualties in doing so. Well, attempting to do so anyway. But yeah, the battles... Okay, that's going to be a victory. You know what, I can probably turn Austria into a city objective. If we can get Austria out of the war quickly, then that would be actually quite handy, because they got the biggest army of these foes that we have here. We also... Oh, right. We're importing some fertilizer from the Austrians. We don't really need it anymore, but we were. I can probably go ahead and cancel some of these trades that aren't really worth it anymore. Reduce a little bit of the convoy usage. But we're not really short on convoys, mind you. So we can focus them on some other things. Oh, and there we go. That should be another victory for us. Reduce the enemy strength quite a bit. And are we... Oh, wow. Is this actually going to win the battle? I mean, they started with 4 battalions. They've lost, like, a few thirds of their troops there, but the enemy's lost more than that. Like, about 80%. Hey, we got universal suffrage. Now we got legitimacy pretty high. Right, let's immediately try to pass the that's economic system. Laissez-faire. We've got 30% chance of passing that. Rule folk will oppose that. They will be somewhat upset. Try to pass that anyway. I suppose there is always a chance that we'll get really lucky with this, but I don't think we'll pass this in time. Unless we get, like, extremely lucky with the rolls. Which is probably not going to happen. Right, how much have we taken already from Austria? Nothing. Oh, there we go, 26%. We've got several combats going on in there. Oh, and the British are also having combat, but they are losing theirs. Which is a bit unfortunate. I'm looking on the... Oh, right, so we cleared out that. Where's our colonial army right now? So we've got an army over there. Actually, this should probably go and return back to Congo. All that is worth. Where's the colonial army then? Is it going... Oh. Hello. Right, we're fighting in Gibraltar. Are we part of that combat? No, we're not part of that combat yet. Are we trying to... Oh, we've got a naval combat in here. Well, there we go. We won that quite easily. Oh, wow, yeah. We tend to lose much troops, and the enemy's lost a lot of them. What they had in there. I'm going to go ahead and switch this one to be on the defensive. Just hold on to Gibraltar for now. I do not want to lose that. But I don't also need to really push out of there either. Once it's little by little, we'll push out the enemies from various locations. And then that's probably going to be good enough. There's another battle. Oh yeah, we've got a load of troops in this one. So the battle for Vienna should be going fairly nicely. We've got 47%. We still need another 3 battles, I guess, to win all that stage. But assuming that we don't lose a lot of battles, which we might still. Well, not so much our troops losing the battles. It's probably mostly our allies losing battles. That we might not be part of. Oh, rubber discovered in Windward Coast. Alright then. That's like next to Ivory Coast down here, I believe. Yeah, that one. Still trying to get a bit more of the colony up here. But it's taking a while. And the battle for Austria... Oh. Well, no, that's actually going quite nicely. So what are we researching? Improved fertilizer, then after that... Actually, what are we getting in military? Are we getting anything military? No, we're not. Alright then. In production, we are still getting at least a few things. Oh, we're getting the threshing machine already spreading to us. Okay, well, the improved fertilizer will be done soon enough, and we've got a good spread of tech right now. Oh, what do we have here? Diplomatic tour. You know what, armed forces? I could drum up some support for them. Come on, there we go. There's another battle starting for Bohemia. And also in Innsbruck we're fighting another combat. How's the battle for Austria? Oh, we've got 72% for Austria. Or the state where Vienna is. Looks like in Liège we are going to get another victory. I can't wait to get the trench infantry because that is going to be a pretty good improvement. Especially the... oh, there we go. Belgium's already pulled out of the war. So our troops can get to other fronts. Mostly the front against Austria at this point. Speaking of which, how is the Austrian war support looking like? Well, they still got some. But yeah, oh yeah, we're taking the capital now, so they can go below 0 at least. So sooner or later they might capitulate and they'll get humiliated. Thanks to me. Well, technically speaking, it's thanks to the Dutch are actually offering that to me. Oh. What's this? Tripolitania is getting turned into protectorate potentially by the French. So after this war, we might be able to do our war against Senegal. Capture at least 2 states over there. Maybe even more than 2, but start capturing some of that area. Opposition members put forth demands. We will probably... Well, accept the demands. The pill was... so now it's 25% though. We will not get the thing... which is probably why the... no, intelligence is still relatively happy. I guess we're still trying to pass the law, but maybe the petition ended or switched to something else, I don't know. Oh, there we go. So we've got Austria, we're probably conquering Bohemia next. At least we've got several battles in the region there. That might mean that entire state is going to be under our control shortly enough. We're still making money. Oh wow, I still got over 3 billion above the reserve limit there. What it means is, like, once you are above the reserve limit, the amount of balance that you have means that you'll get a bit less into the gold reserves. It doesn't mean that your income is necessarily dropping or anything like that directly, but it just means that it's harder to get the gold. Oh, Spain sides with Tripolitania. 2 Sicily sides with Tripolitania. E2 sides with Tripolitania. Okay, the French might have a bit of issue at their hands. They conquered Navarra, Catalonia, Castile. Oh, wow. Okay, then. I'm kind of curious to see where that goes. So, and are my troops in the fighting? They are helping a little bit. I'm not doing the attacking myself, but there might be, like, in a position there to give a bit of support in the attack itself. There we go. We've got a good 155 million GDP already. I think we're going to get a pretty high GDP overall. Oh, there we go. That's another victory there. Belgium sides with French Empire. Of course the Belgians do. Oh, and Moravia is getting probably occupied. We already got Tyrol as well. So, yeah, it's... Oh, is this... Oh. The enemy's got... Oh, it's the Philippine army is over here. Okay. I'm a bit surprised by the fact that we are... Well, we've got fairly good offense values in here. We've got a really good general with the offensive planner. And I suppose we've got the aggressive maneuver. Actually, that's not the one that is affecting it, though. Huh. It might just be the bonus from the general, then. But yeah, anyway, we are doing a pretty good job there. And all of the Austria will get occupied. How is their war support now? It is down to minus 18. So they will probably capitulate soon-ish. Capitulation to size still minus 26 though. Once that goes above 0, then they'll capitulate. And then they'll get humiliated. Of course, that is somewhat of an inverse of the war support. Or the war support, negative war support rather, does increase the capitulation desire. So with this speed, if they're losing 7 per week, that's going to be 3 more weeks, potentially. And then they'll give up, or somewhere along those lines anyway. We do have some standard of living issues. Hanover, Elbe, West Prussia, Pomerania, Schleswig-Holstein, and Rhineland. Alright then, well that's not great. Oh, well, there we go. Austria's been humiliated. I suppose at this point I can probably go ahead and demobilize some of the armies. Especially the big army. And maybe some of the... that's 40 battalions. Where's the 60 battalion armies? Over here. We're going to demobilize these 2 as well. That's going to save us a lot in cost for the upkeep of the army and all that. We'll send some of the armies to help in fight Spain. The Spanish are I reckon they will probably want to retreat soon enough. Or get out of the war soon enough. Because they are going to start fighting the French, potentially, fairly shortly. Which means that they won't really have the troops to fight us off anymore. The Spanish will also be humiliated by the Dutch. But yeah, so we've got some troops there. We could... Oh yeah, we've got the 10 battalions up here. Do not have a general yet. Oh, routing speech captivates the public. So we'll get another 15% chance. Is the... Yeah, no, that... Oh, that's quite the battle there. So our troops are starting to get to the front line as well now. More and more. I suppose that's still the colonial army, but... Sooner or later, there's going to be many more. Now, we have demobilized a lot of the troops, so we could probably go ahead and reduce the taxes once again. Are we still getting the funding? Oh, yeah. Still getting bankroll. As well as war reparations. And then we're getting some money from our colonies and puppets. Speaking of which, how is the relation with the upgrades? Oh, Robert is going in Eastern New Guinea. German Niger, I mean, they... Limited desire is dropping. I suppose they are very much dependent on us. So that helps drastically. Who's supporting the independence? Hold on a minute. Oh, the French. Well, I suppose I should have guessed that. Right, improved fertilizer is going to be done in a few weeks. There we go. We've got on a bit more of the occupation sorted out in here. And we're just rushing through. I suspect, yeah, I've got some armies on this one. There we are. Nice, a few more battles in there. And I suppose the Spanish will probably want to give up. So they can't go below 0 yet. Because... oh, the Philippine War operation. I mean, technically speaking, once they lose their capital, which I guess they will soon enough, we control most of it. Toledo. That is, so yeah, we will be taking control of that soon enough. Or, well, the British, technically speaking, will, but we're helping them. We're helping them. And one nation that we haven't fought a war against yet is Russia, who is having some more revolutions in there. Denmark is now indeed a puppet. We might annex them eventually. Oh, right, they control all of this as well. Or maybe we'll just keep them as a puppet. For good measure. So I'm guessing that... Oh yeah, the Spanish are now fighting on the northern border as well, and we've taken the control of their capital. So the war support should be dropping. It is. It's about 5.7 per week. So at least they would be taking the white piece already. I suspect that they're not willing to take the... yeah. They're not willing to capitulate quite yet. But that's just a matter of time. How much do we still... We've got 13 months worth of construction going on. It's still... Well, it's down to 60... Oh, not 16. 6 pages of things. But what I could do, perhaps, is start reducing the... Especially once we get the Lasses Fair. I can stop increasing some of... Oh, there we go. Improved fertilizer. Like auto-expanding some other things. But let's have a look at the fertilizer then. So we will want to upgrade this one. It's going to be a bit more iron needed, but that's fine. We've got plenty. Well, I say plenty, or I might not actually have that much. But that one's needed, and then what we'll do is we'll go for all the farms. And we'll put the fertilizer in there. That's going to require a whole lot of fertilizers, which probably means that we'll be utilizing a whole lot more fertilizer. Well, yeah, we'll need a lot more fertilizer. We'll need a lot more iron and all that. But I'm sure that that's going to be something that will start expanding within the next year or two. Oh, right, yeah, we're building the silk plantation in India. And the Danish provinces there, so we can... Oh. The landowners are somewhat happy again. Get more influence from that. Oh, we've got a whole lot of influence total right now. Because the extra rivalries definitely do help. I suppose what I could do is I'm just going to go and declare rivalry with France. There we are. So now we've got even more influence. Oh, rather discovered Eastern Java. Let's actually have a look at the diplomacy stuff a little bit. Then can I request... oh. Yeah, there we go. Let's get embassy in Argentina. Belungan, we can get embassy in. No one else? No, no one else. Okay, but I can improve relations with nations like... Oh, I can't improve relations with Qing because we've got good relations there already. I could improve... No, Argentina, we've got good relations already in as well. Egypt, maybe? Oh, wow. Actually, Egypt's been conquering some land in Ethiopia by the looks of it. Russia could be also a potential option. And then maybe British Raj? Start making some friends over there. I suppose, well, German Niger, we can start improving relations there. And then maybe Well, the Dutch we already got good relations with, so I don't think I can really do too much in there. We got good relations with the Swedes. Can't do much in there either. I suppose another thing that I could do is... oh, who do we have obligation with? Alright then, I don't know why we have obligation there. It's probably they're trying to, like, get out of traditionalism, most likely, and then we were chosen as a random nation that got the obligation from them during those events. That's probably what's going on in there. I could support independence as well. Is there anyone that would actually accept that? No. Never mind then. Can we actually declare more interests? We could declare another 2. Okay, I'm going to put 1 in Nile, because we are going to start advancing down that way eventually. And then we've got these already sorted out. We've got Japan as an interest. We could put Indonesia. Or we could put something like, if we put like Central America, that's going to get us to Mexico as well as all of these nations here. We could potentially start doing trading with them. Or maybe we'll get, actually we'll put Mexico. That's going to get access to, well, not really access, but we can then start doing diplomacy with the USA as well. Not necessarily something that we want to do too much, but we'll have the option at least. Embassies were accepted. Cricket connections. How about... Oh, the rule folk are pretty upset already. I'm just going to take the extra time then. And yeah, we are occupying a whole lot of land over here. So it doesn't look too great for Spain, that's for sure. Oh, this... French took control of Aragon. That ain't good. Losing a small amount of money, but actually we've still got plenty, so I'm not too worried about that one. I do want to pass the laissez-faire though, because that's going to allow us to take a bit of a backseat on the all the economy stuff. We can just let the private sector do most of the construction. I suppose at this point I'm going to go ahead and, especially with the buildings, especially as it comes to the, well, the privatization is fine. The plantation I can't do. Right, it starts all the way from here. So, logging camps. Install the automatic expansions for these buildings. Railways we can still probably expand automatically. That's still going to be somewhat useful. Then we've got the arts academies. I don't think I need to be expanding those. Private sector can do if they want, but I'm not going to. Same with all the plantations and mines for the time being. I'm going to let the private sector take control of take over the expansion of those. Motor industry, I'm going to still keep on expanding as well as the steel mills. Explosive factories, fertilizer plants. Mills. I'm going to focus down on mostly on the industry side of things, I guess, on the older expansion. Get even more... Well, economy is already 161 million GDP. That is actually pretty massive. Now, how is the... Right, we're not... No, we are still at war. And the Spanish are still not losing war support. But they still haven't taken the Philippines... Which is probably part of the reason, at least. But I guess all of their land over here is getting occupied. How is the situation in the Philippines, then? Let's have a quick look down there. Oh, there's a bit of fighting going in here. No, our side is not really winning. I'm just going to go ahead and send in, like, 1 or 2 armies down that way. For example, we'll take the 40th Battalion Army. And just send over to there. I think that will be probably enough to start moving the front into the direction we need to move. And then we can probably win the war. I hope anyway. Oh, right, there we go. We've got on a massive amount of bureaucracy back. Oh, right, we had some modifiers that were affecting it for a few years, didn't we? Well, there we go. I don't suppose we can increase any of the institutions. No, not really, no. Social security would be probably fairly decent. Actually, how is our food security right now, anyway? We've got less than 1% of mild starvation, so that's actually not bad. Admittedly, the standard of living is starting pretty good, so you don't get there if you're starving. At least if you're starving a lot, but yeah, so that's underway. We might want to go ahead and start expanding the fleet a little bit as well. The army is fairly sizable, so I don't think we need to worry about that too much, but the fleet could use a bit more. This is the second German fleet. I suppose we'll just go ahead and give this a few... What have you got? You've got some torpedo boats already. I'll get you another... Yeah, we could get you another 8 torpedo boats. And then we'll get you 2 more ironclads. And also, Elbert, how is the infrastructure in here? Oh, that's fine. They might be having some issues with the availability of workers. Well, there's a couple peasants actually in there still. I suppose some of these industries aren't just, you know, all that valuable right now. That's probably most of the reason why it's not really making that much. Or they're having some issues there. We did increase at least all the industries are using the population saving mechanics, or the worker saving mechanics in a way. Logging, Draco, Egypt, sure, I'll take that. So, the logging camp, are we using transportation there? No, that would be a bit expensive. Could use a steam donkey, maybe. Engines we caught some, and the coal we can get from elsewhere as well, so it's not too bad. Installation of coal stand, there's not... Well, I suppose we could use the steam donkey over there as well. Leave a little bit of the workforce. Now, at this point, I suppose... oh, did we conquer all of Spain? Most of it. There's still a small pocket remaining. I suppose at this point, we've got the troops heading to Philippines. Hopefully they'll get there. I'm just going to speed up, actually. There's not too much going on right now. I'm getting 600,000 people per year. Estimated growth, anyway. So that's pretty decent. And we do not have quite 700 construction. Oh, right. The investment pool is still pretty high. Because once the private sector takes over most of the construction, that's going to be a lot less. Oh, and Haiti is in default once more, or bankruptcy. So, motor industries in Baden, that's going to be built shortly. We're going to build a whole lot of industries, actually. Also a little bit farms, but that's not too bad. I suppose there's going to be a lot more industry being built. Oh, right, there's the naval bases and some other stuff. Oh, Haiti is in default. Well, they go belligerent, although they're not in the same war, technically speaking. You know what? Oh, public address goes up, right. Well, that's not good. We'll take the 15% penalty there. And we'll send the first colonial army back into Nigeria, and we're going to demobilize it. Just to start reducing some of the armies that are out there. That's been doing a lot of fighting for the past a while now. So let the army rest for a while. Oh, and looks like the Tripolitania might not win their war. Oh. Supporting the American workers. We will support the workers of the United States of America, boosting the power of their trade unions. Sure. What could possibly go wrong? I mean, I suppose considering that it's... are they... Oh, wait, no. They were not a communist this time around. Not yet, anyway. They're a presidential dictatorship. Actually, what are their domestic things in here? So they got the petty bourgeoisie as the government, and everything else is in the opposition. Alright, then. Ah, they are autocracy. Right. They do have the total separation for the church and state, which we do as well. They got hereditary bureaucrats. Or hereditary bureaucrats, sorry. National militia. They don't got any home affairs stuff yet. They do have the homesteading and frontier colonization, which... we don't have the frontier colonization ourselves, do we? We've got the resettlement. Right. It's not quite as bad for the local population, perhaps. Still not great, let's be honest, but, you know, it's more manageable, I suppose. We still got such a huge amount of money, so I'm going to let the deficit stay there. I don't really need to worry about the money too much. There's a whole lot of industries that the private sector is building as well. They're building some in... Oh, hello. Right, there's Krupp building up another steel mill. Three steel mills. Oh my goodness. Well, that's fine. No, actually, wait. Oh, 4 steel mills total, okay. All discovered in Houseland, excellent. Let's have a look at Krupp. They got 30 buildings, mostly steel mills. They got a little bit of the arms industries, but those were mostly the starting ones, I think. Except the arms industry in Ruhr. Everything else was the starting stuff. But, well, of the arms stuff. But yeah, they started building a whole lot of steel mills, and of course these do get a massive boost for the productivity, do they not? The owners over here are getting pretty good... Actually, what's the modifier? No, okay, that's just the stuff there. Oh. Yeah, no, that is quite a big throughput bonus in there. But I do see that we are actually out of time with this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll show you the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.